Hello everyone. In the last tutorial, we understand about the data type. Now let us begin with the formatting our data in the Power BI. So in this tutorial, you are going to understand about the Power Query and how you can utilize the Power Query to transform your data in such a way that automatically data will be updated and you can utilize that data automatically. So let us begin and jump to the screen. On the screen till now you were able to have all the tables which we have imported, like one of the sheets has three different sheets and one of the excel sheet has only one sheet which is named as a global superstore. In the left hand side the table view, we are able to see the different datas. Now we are going to do some transformation things in all the tables, but before that we are going to implement few of the steps under the order tab. So whenever we were loading any data, let me again show you that at that time we were having one button which is called as a transform. So currently let us assume that I am loading this data, and at that time one button was coming up which is named as a transform button. So here let us assume that if you select this, you may getting this transform data button. Okay, either you can click over here or let us skip this. But what we did, we are directly working with this only. So under the order tab we have table tools button is there. So this is mainly for the manage relationships and the measure creation and all, but this we will discuss later on. So before that, again go back to the home screen. Here the transform data is available. So mistakenly if you have loaded your data directly on the Power BI and you forgot to transform the data, at that time you may have to click over here, but it is better you clean up your data before loading. So it is recommended to transform the data. Okay, let us directly click over here and again click on the transform data button. Now the Power Query will be opened up. Here you can see, let us briefly explain you that here it is the different tables will be shown, like whatever the tables we have loaded till now. On the top side there is a toolbar. Okay, the toolbar has a different tools which we are using in the Excel sheet also and in the Power BI also. So in the Power BI currently we are in the screen of the Power Query. On the right hand side which is the applied steps. So we were discussing on the last lecture about the data type. Do you remember? Yes, in the data type, we were selecting the type. But here, if you click on the transform data, the Power BI will smartly select particular type, and you can see over here, like it is the type has been selected as a. If you click over here and you click on the transform button, you can see that what is the data type selected over here. So if you practice, you can directly select from here also. Like here it is the 1 2 and 3, that means this is the whole number. If you select on the ABC, so what is that? Yes, it is the text. So here it is the text, here it is the calendar, here it is the calendar. So likewise our all the columns, the data type has been set. And what Power Query did, all the steps you can see over here. So this is the actions which Power Query has taken, but in some terms of some equations. So yes, we are not aware of the different equations, so it is better to utilize this tool. That's why the Power Query will be helpful. So now before loading this data, we are going to implement some steps. Before implementing, on the top side you can see the different toolbars. Under the home there are the basic things are there, like new query, data source, parameter, queries, manage column, how to reduce the row, sorting purpose, transforming the data, and the combining the data. Under the transformation tab, here you are going to perform actual step on particular column and the row. Let's say if you want to transpose reverse row, then the flash fill downside or the top side, so splitting the column. So these are the different things are there. Here date and time column is there. So this is the transform tab. If you want to add a particular column, let's say you want to add a calculated column, at that time you are going to utilize this add column. Under the view tab there is a monospaced, or what are the different things you want to see, you can click on over here. And this is the tool, like if you're facing any issues like diagnostic and all, so at that time you are going to use these. And this is the help button. So this is just a basic, which are the different tabs are there. Now we are going to directly implement few of the steps. So what do you think? If you have the large number of data, first thing what you are going to do? Yes, here we have the sales data, and we are going to remove the duplicates, because same order id cannot be repeated twice or thrice. If it is there, then it will be the issue of the data. So it is better to remove the duplicates. First we'll click on this home button. Under the home, remove, we want to remove the particular rows under this column. So you select this and just press on the remove duplicates. Okay, so on the right hand side you may see that remove duplicates step is activated. That means that now again one new step has been added. So let us briefly understand what Power Query is doing. Initially it has been loaded all the different tables, okay, as a source. Then it navigated to our order table. Then it has created or converted this first row and promoted it to the header row. Then it has selected all the data types. You can see that here you are not able to see right type. Here it has selected as a date or abc and 123 type, that means the text, but here the data type is our calendar or time. So that's why it has changed the data type to calendar view. Okay, and now we are implementing few of the steps. So first step we have implemented like remove rows, and now we are going to implement few of these things like in the customer name. It may possible that few of them, when any person is ordering particular things, at that time it may possible that they are not writing their name correctly. I hope you are clear. So for that, we are going to transform this data by removing some extra space. So this will become under the transform tab. Under the format, you can see that trim button is there. So trim, what trim will do? It will remove unwanted spaces. So let us click over here. Then now next step has been implemented. Okay. Again here it may possible that the name has been not written properly, like small letter, some has written all the capital letters. We do not want like this. So under the format tab, let's capitalize each word. Okay, so now we have implemented this. Now what are the things you want to add? You can add it with the help of this Power Query. Just think for a while by pausing this video, and if you think that this should be also added, you can add it, and you can add it and let me know also. But here one thing I want to do it right now, which is the few things over here. Let's assume that here it is the sales like 221.98, and here it is the quantity and the discount has been given, and what is the profit. Now we want to have one extra column like profit multiplied by quantity, so that net profit we can have it. Okay, so what we do, we are going to click on the add column, and here custom column we are going to create, or let's say add or multiply. Here in the standard tab, multiplies button is there. So which we want to multiply? Use values in a column. Which column you want to multiply? First it will be the profit and the quantity. So quantity, okay, but here you can see that it has multiplied what he has multiplied. Yes, it has multiplied shipping cost and the quantity, because we have selected this one. We do not want to like this. Yes, mistakenly I have added, though I want to teach you, that's why. Now how you can remove this? So for that, what are the steps you have implemented? You just have to click this button. Automatically the applied step will be deleted. Now again we are going to do the multiplication like under the standard, but this time we are going to multiply this with the quantity. So click on the multiply and use values in the column, row id as a quantity. We want to multiply quantity and the profit, because this is a profit per unit. And yes, multiplication has been added, but here we want to rename this column. because otherwise we cannot have the understanding. Just right click on this column, click on the rename button here, net profit. Okay, so our column has been renamed. All the steps which we are doing will be automatically applied, and under the profit here we can rename it as a, instead of profit, per unit, so that we can have easily understanding. So this is the discount, and this is the quantity, this is the shipping cost, and this is the total, this is the per unit sale. So here also we should do like this, sales per unit. Okay, and here we are going to multiply this quantity with the sales so that we can have the final figure. Like multiply, select the column sales per unit, apply OK. Multiplication column has been added, select, rename, and net total sales. Okay, so total sales, yes, and press the enter. All the steps has been added. Now what are the different things you want to add? Like just I am briefing you. If you want to have the customer name as a split, like only first name and the last name, at that time you are going to utilize this split column. Okay, if you want to group it something like these two things like consumer and the postal code, at that time you are going to group it. Okay, these are the different things you can utilize. Currently we are just skipping these few things which we have applied. Now under the return table, you again you can also see that different steps has been applied, but here the problem is of the first row. So it should be promoted as a, yes, header row. So select this. Okay, under the this button, we are going to click use header as a first row. Again we did some mistake, that's why it is adding one again column, because what we selected, yes, use header as a first row. So let us delete it. We should not delete this, but yes, we should delete this because we have demoted this. Yes, now we want to delete it for now, and we are going to select this and first row as a header. What is the first row will be called as a header. Again, we are going to implement that step under the order ID, remove rows, remove duplicates. So this thing has been done, and under the people, let's assume if we can do something or not. No, the data is okay, so that is okay. I hope this is clear. By this way you can transform your data. Now just press this close and apply button. So what are the steps we have implemented? It will be automatically transformed and directly loaded in the Power BI. You see that currently it is being loaded. So now assume that in the backend data, like in the Excel, if you have changed anything, and these steps you should not want to repeatedly do it. So that's why this Power Query will be helpful to transform your data quickly. And now our data is in good format. By removing duplicates values on the right hand side, we could have the net profit and the total sales value too. So I hope this is clear, and I request you to practice it. Unless and until you practice, you are not going to understand it. So please practice, and if you have any kind of query in this Power Query, please don't hesitate to ask me. I will be here to help you out. Thank you.